Ah, yes, this point in time, I remember it well. But I do not remember it fondly. Alright. I see how it is. And how much time do I have exactly? Until the 6th month. And it is, oh, the tail end of the 3rd one. I guess you could look at it and figure it's roughly the halfway point. Things aren't going that poorly. I could hypothetically just insist on using the 3 sorceresses' castles to produce a load of phoenixes to aid me in my conquest, and it wouldn't be the worst of ideas. Let's have a gander now, shall we? The 6 phoenixes available over here. How many spawn every single week? Because I can't remember that for the life of me. Produces phoenix. That's it's not helpful, really. How many? Those are pulsions from... those are 2 pulsions, right? That's from 2 weeks. It is as far as I remember. Well, if that was the case, and I presume that is the case, that's 3 phoenixes per red tower per castle. So a total of 9 phoenixes every single week if I have the red tower and 3 castles, which coincidentally, or not exactly so, I do. Not that there are that many weeks that I have at my disposal, but it could certainly come in handy. And I have already given Sarakin plenty of phoenixes to begin with. I have basically decided to go all in on this strategy anyway. I do have those phoenixes, and with 3 castles of a particular type, it would pretty much be crazy not to. What else would I do? Insist on titans? Pointless. Absolutely insipid. I wouldn't be able to produce that many of them. Phoenixes are the way to go. Well, considering the fact that there are stockpiles upon stockpiles of phoenixes available, I guess I might as well head on back, get them on board, and come back here. There's also plan B to all of this, and plan B is to try to get Dimension Doll. It's not the dumbest of ideas. I also should visit the nearby obelisks to reveal as much as can be revealed. There's another obelisk over here that will require a smidgen more effort to get to, I am afraid. I am indeed very, very afraid. With the unit counts over here, I need some sort of a trump card. Need to be able to break through. And I get it in some circumstances. Extra spells could hypothetically be enough, but I don't think that's gonna necessarily fly with Sarakin. Although, he is a wizard, he's got 9 points of spell power and 10 in knowledge, 0 attack and 4 defense. He's not going to do that much damage as far as just plowing his army into the enemy's forces is concerned. I should rely on magic, but I don't have much magic to rely on. Let's head on back. Alright. And since we do so desperately need the resources, I might as well send the heroes that I have over here on a bit of a quest. Not so heroic perhaps, but a quest nonetheless, a quest to gather up all those resources. Skalindra with the Titans, great. Because I have begun collecting them. There's 9 of them. The Titan count is going to be very, very soon dwarfed by the Phoenix count. I'm not sure that even... well, I guess they are worth taking instead of the Halflings. That much makes sense. Unless I really want to go all in on poor little Halflings, which isn't necessarily entirely impossible. It's just plain silly. What else can I possibly do? Because I'm running out of options and I'm running out of ideas. There are 2 halfling holes and then the... All right, that's just plain madness. But I'm afraid there's little I can do about that. All right. Obviously, yeah. I mean, I could hypothetically get a halfling instead of titans, because I do have a limited number of slots available to me. It doesn't really matter all that much, though. What I ultimately should be striving for is the 5th tier of the Mage Guild, at least in one place, and relatively soon on top of that. So I'd better get a move on and I'd better work on that. Aquabelia. If only I were able to find a tent. It's a decent number of halflings, I guess. What, I got 4 more of them? Not sure it makes sense to include them in an army. Yeah, there's a decent chunk of them. I have over 100, and I could have over 200. Is it worth more than, say, a dozen titans? I'm not so sure about that. What else can we possibly get? Are there any stray upgrades that I'm missing and that I actually could use? I don't think so. I think my top priority should absolutely be to get the 50 of the Mage Guild in White Shield. That's it. Even though it's gonna cost me plenty of precious gems, and even though those gems usually are what I save up to be able to get titans, not this time. It's the last one on the list, White Shield. Alright, let's get the 3rd tier of the Mage Guild. Yeah, it's expensive to an extent. It's not completely free, but it's, I would say, a necessity. The moment I learn Dimension Doll, things become a lot easier. Is there anything I want to get with Kalindra over here? Anything whatsoever. What, the water wheel? I could hypothetically visit that. Yeah, might as well send her. It's not like she's got anything better to do at this particular point in time. Halfling, I'll go ahead and visit it. Get 17 halflings. Oh, jolly. Let's try again. I got those extra gems. Mage Guild Tier 4, granting Elemental Storm and Meteor Shower. You know, since I'm heading back anyway, I might as well take my sweet time and wipe out everything around here. Slay the Hydras and so. Oh, maybe I shouldn't attack the genies. On second thought, maybe I should leave things well enough alone. Leave them alone. Other creatures I can possibly handle, but the fact that genies can just cut your army in half doesn't really please me all that much. Not my type of thing. A bit more gold, we could certainly use that. I guess we could head north and try to clear this out. There is some gold to be found here, and there's a throng of centaurs we should absolutely be able to crush, although we presumably would lose some halflings if we were to not engage on the primary hero. So perhaps I should hold off on that. And the turn, give me tier 5. Come on, tier 5. What do I need? I need gems. I need 7 gems. I presume we should trade for those silly gems, not wait any longer. But of course, I don't have the marketplace in every single place. In fact, there's a single place where I don't have the marketplace, and it's White Shield. And if I build the marketplace in that place, I will no longer have the ability to get to 50 of the Mage Guild because I will have built something that turn. 5 and 5 as far as lumber and ore are concerned. Straight 30. Alright, 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Ha ha ha. And back in White Shield we get to 50 of the Mage Guild. Fingers crossed. Is it Dimension Doll? It's not, is it? It is! It actually is! Oh, boy, do I feel lucky. Alright then. Well, I guess, we might as well go directly to White Shield, learn Dimension Doll, and from then on, it's smooth sailing. Even though it's not that much sailing. Well, it is partially sailing. And the part that will be dedicated to sailing will be smooth, but you know what I mean. Let's head on back and actually deliver the reinforcements we were supposed to deliver. I guess I could get mage guilds up to higher tiers in various other places. Nothing is stopping me. Also, I could recruit units. The only thing stopping me there is the fact that there are no units left to recruit back in White Shield, which is great! That means that I have already recruited all of them. Magnificent! Oh, in those other places, I will be able to recruit everything over there very soon. As long as I actually go through those motions, can I get those missing titans? Not exactly. I don't have enough gems yet again. Well, what am I supposed to do? Deliver him halflings? That sounds rather ridiculous. No. No. I'm going to mug the leprechaun. That's how we do it. Easiest way to get gems. It's gonna be a pushover, come on. I need those gems more than you do, buddy. Thank you. See, that's how you get gems. Just bully a midget. And since it's day one, I have 5 titans left over to recruit, and I absolutely do not have the gold to do that. Well, I could recruit halflings and hand them off to Saracen. That plan sounds more and more appealing with every single passing moment. That doesn't mean it's a good plan. It's just the way it sounds. Disembark. Alright, get a bit more. More of those precious ponies. Some elves on top of that, and deliver pretty much everything. Bolstering his forces significantly, but not to such an extent that he would actually be able to reasonably hold his own against such forces as he's about to face. Well, as he would be about to face, were he to actually try to face them. Instead of, you know, doing an about face. And going the other way. Getting those stupid halflings sounds more and more appealing by the second. I hate that. Okay, fine, let's get more halflings from the little halfling hall. I have 81. And now I have 90. Okay, 9 more halflings. And I can get some more halflings over here. Am I seriously to give him those halflings instead of titans? It doesn't really matter though, he's just gonna be zipping by, relying on spells. What is he gonna rely on? Elemental Storm? Well, if that is the case, that's going to be mighty fine considering the fact that phoenixes are immune to Elemental Storm. I can just keep on blasting my enemies with Elemental Storm turn after turn until I beat them into submission. Should happen relatively soon. Okay, reinforcements acquired. Get back on your boat. Actually, have you visited this? You haven't visited this Tree of Knowledge? Well, fine, you can disembark over there soon enough. You should level up. One more Titan. We are going to give him Titans. I honestly don't know at this stage. It sounds reasonable. I would have to make the calculations. A few hundred halflings might actually count for more, and they are gonna be cheaper to get, especially considering the fact that I've accumulated them already. The Titans are gonna be plenty more sturdy though. That's also something that's not to be underestimated. Okay, let's have the comparison. How powerful are the Titans? They deal between 20 and 30 damage. They also have 15 points of attack and 15 points of defense on her. Halflings have 2 points of attack, 1 point of defense. They deal between 1 and 3 points of damage. So in theory, if I had, say, 20 times as many halflings as Titans, they could equalize if it wasn't for the attack and the defense, which are also meaningful, because 1 times 20 would be 20, and this is 20 to 30. Except, of course, that 3 on the high end would then turn into a 60. So they would have the potential to deal more damage, except if it wasn't for the fact that the stats, the baseline stats, are so puny. Now, stats don't count for that much, I guess, once a disparity is significantly big. At that point, it doesn't matter. You don't have to shore up your deficiencies if your deficiencies are absolutely overwhelming. So I might as well possibly give up on that. But no, I think those points do make a difference, and that would be 200 halflings. Now, if I say had 400 halflings, or 500, the calculus might sway in their favor, but not at this point, I don't think. Right, fine. Disembark over here. Yudha, head on to this castle and get me all those wonderful phoenixes. We need to deliver them relatively soon, before Saracen departs. What about Kalindra? She's staying there. He's staying here. Well, what about Dragontooth then? Fine, go south to Dragontooth, deliver those reinforcements eventually. Ending the turn. Look at the time fly. Doesn't please me in the slightest, but there's little I can do about it. I will have more than 200 though. Give me 200 gold, fine. Mysticism and advanced, or leadership and expert. I'll take the leadership. Alright, what else? What else? Some elves, can't get all the elves, not quite yet. Soon enough, soon enough. Flint, head on south, you have troops to retrieve. And that's about it. Meanwhile, this guy, of course, is gonna set sail. Go all the way south. Fine, he might as well make a tiny detour to pick up the Titans over here. I still don't know whether I should have gone with... Ah, yeah, speaking of the Titans, I presumably should, you know, spend my resources on recruiting more of them. More Titans, please. And the more Titans I get, the more everything works in favor of having Titans over having the Halflings. Because as mentioned, you need plenty of Halflings for them to be worth about as much as a Titan is. Alright, we have disembarked. I need 3 more Titans. Do I seriously trade for gold now? Yes. What else am I gonna get? I'm not gonna trade away my gems because that would be profoundly stupid. But other than that, sure. Could have gotten mage guilds. I get... Wow. Well, he's going to be here another turn, so I will ultimately be able to get that final Titan the next turn. I still haven't visited all those obelisks, but I think I might have a pretty good idea as to where to dig. One would hope. Alright, that's the final Titan. Take the Titans over the Halflings. I'm not gonna take Halflings over, say, the ponies. That would be monumentally preposterous. So let's not do that. Although I will keep on collecting Halflings. Just as a hobby. Right, back on the boat. What about this guy? He was supposed to... Yeah, he's got all of those reinforcements, which of course is going to be plenty more because we've hit a new week. Will I even get there in time to deliver those phoenixes and such? Should I have departed earlier? Quite possibly. Wow. It's quite a few halflings. Alright, 2 more turns. And we'll get there. He does have wisdom and expert, right? Oh, thank goodness, yes he does. Phew. Yeah, imagine if he didn't. Alright. That's all the reinforcements, at least for now. Let's try to send... Will I actually... No, it'll be faster to just get on the boat immediately and directly. Fine. Sending that guy on the boat. She's heading over there. No, she might get on the boat and then... Yeah, put the boat down here for him to set sail soon enough. Let's try to get as many phoenixes as I can. Disembark. Oh, we haven't actually leveled up here. Well, that's hilarious. Rather amusing. So hold on. Let's say she gets on the boat this very turn, and next turn, what? She's supposed to disembark next turn? Really? Well, I guess that's the fastest way to go about things. So let's do that. Can she actually visit the windmill before getting on the boat? Well, if not, I'll have to send the guy directly. Visit this, get the resources, embark! Alright, I am sending him southeast. In desperate, although perhaps misguided hope that she'll be able to make it there in time and he'll be able to board the boat. It's all about logistics, every single time. Alrighty then, level up. Give me 10 gems. Do you want estates on advanced or scouting on advanced? I think I'll take more money. Scouting would be relatively useful, I'll grant you that much, but I can do without it, I guess. Alright, presumably I'll soon enough stumble upon barriers I'll not be able to simply evade using Dimension Door. But before that happens, let's zip around. Alright, Calendar, you need to disembark soon enough and close by. Oh boy. Well, if she disembarks here, he won't be able to get on board this very turn. Fine, in that case, if she can disembark this turn anyway, might as well send her further south. And send him reasonably far south as well. What about Flint? What do you have there, buddy? No phoenixes, more ponies, the final few druids, and almost all the elves, but not quite. All those reinforcements, for all I know, are meaningless. Alright, that's all the reinforcements. Will I actually be able... fine. Northeast we go. She's supposed to disembark as far as she can get, I guess. No, hold on. Disembark as far as she can get. There we go. This is the tile. Now then, you embark. And now we get to the important stuff, as in what Saracen shall actually do. Yes, and for all I know, I'll presumably have to find the spot where the treasure is buried and just keep on digging around it aimlessly until I find it. Let's try to teleport through this. Where do we end up? all the way over there. I could have teleported there, but at least this doesn't cost me mana. Let's see the spellbook. Does he... Let's actually see the spellbook. He's got Chain Lightning, so that little doohickey is incredibly valuable. Yeah, no kidding. But teleporting both ways is gonna be also tremendously expensive. A pack of black dragons. I could hypothetically take that on, right? Right! Let's not bother trying. It's buried somewhere around here. Presumably it'll be some sort of a meaningful spot. We can see a path leading north. Somewhat twisted. There's a mountain passage over there. There's a castle. A warlock's castle. A warlock's castle? Hold on. A warlock's castle. Where's the path? Path, mountains. Well, that's probably not the castle then. Well, there's the castle. Could this be it? That's probably not it. That's almost certainly not it. No, that's not it. No way that is it. We teleport to the other side. Right, can Flint make it here in time? No, he cannot. Not on your life. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Well, what am I supposed to do exactly then? Get him another boat? I guess I could send Kalindra all the way north, build another boat. Get the boat to him. This is gonna take forever. Isn't it significantly easier to just send Flint south and deliver the reinforcements to whatever your name is, Wilfrey? Yeah, let's roll with that. So now I'm sending the guy whom we have sent north, south. Great foresight. Meanwhile, Sarakin is having none of that nonsense, and I wouldn't even be able to deliver the reinforcements to him if I wanted, because he's already gone. Why am I even going there? Am I seriously trying to build another boat? Fine. Yeah, all of those efforts are pointless. What I actually genuinely need... Hello. Evil Igor. With lots of dragons. And then there's... Yes, the Castle of Uncharted Territory. You know... I guess I could break in. I'm not sure that's the smartest of ideas. But this looks like a mountain passage to me. Hold on. A bend, a mountain passage, and a castle. A shrine? Yeah, a shrine. Yeah, I would say that's a shrine. A shrine, a mountain chain, a valley, a passage, and Evil Igor. Well. Well then. My gut instinct is to teleport over there, dig up the treasure, and be done. That's hypothetically possible. It's probably not gonna happen, but it's hypothetically possible. How many mana points left? 96. Tell you what, I could... Oh, that would undo all the progress I have essentially made. But, in principle, I can just hop on through here. Wait, hold on. Where does this lead? Over here, I think. If I go over there, clear these treasures out, then he'll be able to get reinforcements via boat, as long as that boat goes north rather than south. Oh boy. Yeah, teleportation makes things rather complicated from time to time, doesn't it? But, if I get those reinforcements, for all I know, will I be able to take those forces on? Hold on, that's 24. How many things is that here? 27. So 24 plus 27 is gonna be 61? Huh. Yeah, so it will. Well, and how many is lots exactly then? Once again, I should remember that by now. Is a horde from 50? Okay, once again. Few is 1 to 4. Several is 5 to 9. Few several pack. So a pack is 10 to 19. Few several pack lots. Hold. Yeah. So lots would be 20 to 49? Huh. Well, in that case, if I receive the reinforcements, I'll be able to take that on, won't I? Not that I should attack the guy unnecessarily, mind you. But if I desperately want to, I can. And I can end him. I could also get that artifact, I guess. If I really desperately wanted to. Okay, tell you what, let's go over there. Fine, let's teleport over there. I'm not gonna fight lots of power liches and such. Hero is too tired. Yeah, whatever. Deliver reinforcements to the guy on the boat. Okay. And now Flint shall retire all the way to Dragontooth. Consider his next moves. Meanwhile, I'm gonna head on over here north again to possibly deliver reinforcements in a brand spanking new way. Yes, and using every single trick in the book, I just barely might be able to make it. Aqua Traveler's Tent. Aqua Barrier. I'll be able to unlock this anyway. Brilliant. Well, let's do it. Teleportation will be required, but that's perfectly fine. Dimension Door. What is the password? Cavalry! Here. And where does this go? We shall see. We shall see. Gotta remember, Tracer. That's the password. Oh look, plenty more phoenixes. What do you know? They just keep on reproducing. Ah yes, and I ultimately came here to build a boat. There we go. It's in ship shape. Alright, all the other nonsense. More phoenixes. So Flame needs to go back to whatever the hell that is. Dragontooth. Knock yourself out. Where does this lead? Right here. Hey, I wanted to pick that up anyway! While waiting on a storm, a lightning bolt strikes any nearby cottage's lightning rod, which melts and falls to the ground. The tip of the rod, however, survives intact and makes your hair stand on end when you touch it. Oh yeah. Sit on back. Through. Actually, let's try to learn the spell. We learn haste. Very basic, but very useful. Go through the liths. After scouring the area, you fall upon a hidden chest containing the ancient artifact, Taxlian. Thanks. It's great, it's wonderful. Good time was had by all. Oy. Anything else? No. Load those reinforcements up. And just go. Wilfrey's over here, Kalindra's over there. I mean, she could wait until next week's response fence, but no, that's absolutely not worth it. And since there's a boat right here, get on board with this. And we will get rid of the Taxian as soon as possible. Thundax, you will do my taxes. Good man. Cavalry. Thundax, fetch! Ah, damn it! Actually, hold on. We can no, we can't. We've run out of movement points. That's kinda the whole point. All right, Thundax. Actually, don't check the chest out. Hold on. After scouting the earth, you fought on a hidden chest containing an ice cloak. That's a nice cloak. Thundax, fetch. Good old Thundax. You have served me well. As if he had never existed. Wonderful. Yes, an ancient mystical artifact. Alright. That's reasonable. But of course, I still want more. And since I want more, I'm gonna get more, because I can get more. Alright, where can Wilfrey go? Where can he actually be of any use whatsoever? Let's head on south, fine. It's Flint over here, who's desperately trying to make his way to deliver those reinforcements of his. There's Kalindra. Ah, yes, she's sailing south to desperately meet up with Sarakin to do the exact same thing. Yes, all converge, please. There's no one over here, notably. So what? Will those reinforcements just go undelivered? Not to mention the fact that I really should trade my resources away. As annoying as it is every single time it happens, it needs to be done. What do I need? Mercury. Noted. So Mercury and gems it is. Oh, right, of course I can't even recruit them all. Because I don't have enough slots. Understandable. Give me the ponies, give me the Grand Elves. Wonderful, and now desperately and swiftly now head on east. To deliver all that you can deliver. Soon enough it's going to be month 4. But by then, I should be ready for anything. The more I look at it, the more I think that I presumably actually ought to have visited all those obelisks, just as a matter of decency, I guess. But guess I'm not going to. After all, I would have to gather forces from other castles and other heroes and then send them there in order to be able to do it all in time, and I just can't be bothered, I guess. Alright, Flint, head on over there. Oh, and it is a new week, isn't it? Oh, great. Well, guess what we are going to do? That's right, we're trading away resources. Again, to be able to afford, I don't know, one more Titan. How many more can we actually get? We should be able to get another one. If barely. There we go. A Titan. Neat. Let's get those forces off of Flint. The reinforcements aren't particularly impressive because there aren't many weeks' worth of them. But that's understandable. There we go, we can disembark over here in the area. Can you actually head on north through here? Yes, you can. Right, what about Wolf? Why is he... What? No, hold on. No. We got everything from basically everywhere. Wilfrey is just disembarking here for the hell of it. It's not an issue. Okay, anyone else? Yes, there's Myra, I believe. You head on over here. Let Saracen take those units off of you. Grand. Now, of course, we need Kalindra. She'll disembark over here, and we'll take care of those forces next turn. Now, I dread to say it, but the more I look at it, the more I figure I ought to do it, right? It should. Those are mighty forces indeed. Lots of do I want to fight lots of paladins? Will they actually flee before my might? Or will they... You know what? Just to check this one out, I'm gonna try and fight them. They flee! Of course they do! Of course they do. Well, fun. The power liches, however, might prove to be more resilient. I mean, they're lower tier, but if they do attack me, they're gonna... Are they gonna... No, hold on. Let's try to attack them. No, they scatter. Ha! They actually do cower before my might. Fancy that. This is a mighty force indeed. I really shouldn't underestimate, well, the power of my force. Alright, we'll send Myra back over there, I guess. Will we actually use those batches of reinforcements to fight our way through whatever lies to the north, and then subsequently to try to uncover what there is to be uncovered? Yeah, I guess we will. I guess we will. Might as well do something mildly entertaining. Oh, and since we're already here, I might as well visit the windmills, the water wheels, and so on. Let the busy work commence. A horde of battle dwarves. That's touching. That's really amusing. But if I were to imagine any unit out there resisting and actually standing up to Saracen, it's gonna be battle dwarves. They're gonna figure, nope. I mean, we see that your force is overwhelming. We're still gonna fight you. Just to make your life more difficult. Why wouldn't they? The dwarves, the stubborn folk. Wow, that's a lot of balls. Hello there! Yeah, some people say that I was gone in the meantime. I don't like to think of it that way. I just like to conceptualize it as the most obscene amount of procrastinating a man can do. As in constantly having it at the back of my mind that I'm soon gonna do the thing and then not doing it for the next 10 years. But hey, I ultimately did it. You know, it sounds insane, it sounds exaggerated, but it's a true story. Most people in the meantime would have done one of two things: given up on the plan or gotten it done, but not me. The dwarves do not pursue me. Excellent. And as you can see, I am getting through every last bit of Heroes of Might and Magic 2 there is to never touch this game again in my life. And I will. Those are the final few campaigns of Price of Loyalty. After that point, I'm done. I'll presumably play further installments. I'll presumably play other strategy games. You know, on top of all the stuff I'm playing right now, which apparently is mostly survival horror for some inscrutable reason. But hey, at least I'll be done with Heroes of Might and Magic 2. That chapter of my life that started, what, at the tender age of 9 will finally be behind me. Guess it feels relatively nice to be able to put something behind one. Okay. Is it... maybe I just got too jaded, maybe I got too nude, I don't know. It is cute and whimsical though. If I were to look at it with fresh eyes, it is cute. can be pretty silly at times. It can be somewhat annoying, and my goodness, the logistics of it all. Look at what I'm doing with my time in this game. What do I exactly do? How is this game played? It's just annoying. And yet, indeed, it has its charm to it. It's pretty much undeniable, yeah. But it does have its flaws. The fact that you just keep on running between castles, delivering reinforcements and trading resources most of the time. And even though you have a relatively clear idea of what you want to accomplish, you still have to go through the motions and check off every single thing, tick all the boxes before you can actually move on to what you want to do. Which are, I don't know, 2 or 3 fights in any given scenario that are actually exciting and somewhat tactically interesting, as opposed to everything else, which is either you just losing everything and then having to reload, or possibly just the mop-up phase where everything just falls before your might, and you might as well just put it on auto battle or something. But then again, that's a problem that pretty much every single strategy game has. What am I even doing here? Ah yes, this guy is heading north. Yeah, I'm scattering them across the map. Then I'm getting... There's no point to it. There's absolutely no point to what I'm doing right now. It is the busy work I'm talking about, but I have a fairly clear concept of what is to happen. That treasure is somewhere around here, presumably under the treasure chest. So what I'm gonna do right now, right here, right now, is teleport Dimension Door to the other side. And then, presumably I won't be able to do it this turn, but next turn I'm gonna dig. Average Heroes of Might... I know, right? So, you know, you say it's charming, and it is, I get it, it's cute. I appreciate the atmosphere and so on, but, I mean, look at this, look at what I'm doing. Into Heroes of Might and Magic 3... I mean, people would presumably just take away my citizenship if I wasn't. Try centering and clear the ground. Oh, god damn it! Oh, and it's not gonna be in the chest, because you can't put a thing on top of a thing. I haven't really played Heroes of Might and Magic 3 that much. I never really got into it. I never really got it. The way I actually understood, I've managed to finally conceptualize how this game is played, how the series is played, is by getting into Heroes of Might and Magic 2 and then finally grokking the concepts. Try centering and clear ground. God damn it. The multiplayer... Oh, hell no. I'm not brave enough for that. Ugh. Can you seriously not dig on a swamp? Ah, damn it. No, you can, hold on. You apparently can. Wait, I know, it's gonna be here. It's gonna be here in this nuke. No, it's not. Never mind. In hindsight, this might not have been the best of ideas. I'll get there eventually, but at what cost? I should have checked the obelisks. Well, where is it? It's usually in the center of the entire thing. And it's pretty clear as this place. Okay, if it's in the center, then it's gonna be around here. This is the castle, this is the place, this is the mountain chain. Triangulate. Here. Why does Barak have pretty much next to nothing? What is going on here? South of the road. No way. I mean, that'll be such a cruel joke, but it's not impossible, I guess. Oh, god damn it, clear ground. Ugh. Do you actually know this, or are you just guessing? Damn it! What, is it here? I guess it could be. Is it? Yeah, it's in the middle. I think it's in the middle. So it's gotta be northeast of the chain. Look, this is roughly the middle. There's the castle. There are the mountains. So it's gotta be around here, right? Right here? Well, we shall see. We shall see. They're not moving, by the way. My goodness, they're just posted. Damn it! They're not even telling me what, like, I know, it's gonna be on the guy. It would totally make sense. Hold on. What if it's around here? Yeah, it's gotta be on the guy. It's gotta be on the guy. Okay, let's fight the guy and see if it's under the guy. That'll be hilarious. Wait, hold on. So my line of reasoning in doing all of this was... Yeah. Hold on. My line of reasoning over here was I'm gonna take Saracen, give him plenty of spell power, and teach him Chain Lightning, giving him the Lightning Rod to double the damage from Chain Lightning. When fighting dragons that are not gonna be affected by lightning? Oh, gee, that's a great plan. Okay, fine, let's buff the phoenixes or something. What's my bless spell? I don't have a bless spell. Bloodlust. Elemental Storm isn't gonna do anything either. Fine. Do I actually have Dragon Slayer? Because that would make a modicum of sense, of course. Alright. Deal with the green dragons. Once again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how this nonsense ends as long as I prevail. No, of course I... No, I do have dragons there. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I even doing with my life? Seriously. Of course I have dragons there. I'm facing dragons. Why am I not casting dragons? Fighting bloody dragons. Oh, and I should presumably no, that's just because they're not blinded. Thank goodness. Oh boy. They're not affected. Fine. Dragon Slayer on the Phoenixes. Can I actually get both at once? Will that be the right angle? Yes! Dragon slaying unicorns. Lucky dragon slaying unicorns. There we go. Great, that was the worst possible spot. Will it actually affect the Titans? No. No, this is fine, this is safe. The losses were tremendous and utterly unnecessary considering the fact that I did have access to Dragon Slayer. But never mind any of that. Ending the turn and digging under the guy. Damn it! It's not under the guy! Of course it isn't. I'll have to reload. One step to hide. You know, that is indeed a good point. One step to the left or one step to the right could also be the answer. I'm gonna make us save just in case. Because you can't step next to a unit without attacking it. So yeah, it would stand to reason, I guess. Okay, one step to the right. That's not clear ground. Okay, Null Feast. No! You can step. Wait, what? Oh, you can! Well, okay. Well, the entire basis for that reasoning has therefore just been ruined. Try searching on clear ground, gee. Well, it can't be on this. You can't put two things on top of one another like that. Where is it? I've excavated so much, you might as well deem this the Holy Land. I could have just gone through the effort of, you know, checking every obelisk, but no. Where could it be? I mean, I know, yeah, it's probably somewhere there. It's not gonna be on the fringes. Somewhere by the road. True. I don't know, here? I'm running out of options here, and I'm running out of time. Try searching out clear ground. Gee, what about this green thing over here? Maybe that's the one. Try searching on clear ground. Fine. We're trying here. Moving right. Moving right. Moving right again. Moving right again. Exciting. Hold on, I'll get there. It's the last thing I do, which arguably it will. It will be. Dig. No. Dig. No. D. E. God damn it. D. Nope. Well, that was among the most anticlimactic things I've ever done in this game. Congratulations, after spending many hours digging here, you've uncovered the Sphere of Negation. I honestly should have checked the obelisks. Would have been significantly more gratifying to actually get the damn thing. And I had the time, I was just too lazy. Well, I had to pay one way or another, but hey, I did find the Sphere of Negation. I guess. The Sphere of Negation disables all spellcasting for both sides in combat. You have found the Sphere of Negation, your quest is complete. I understand.
The Orb of Negation is now yours, and with its power your victory is all but certain. But move quickly, for time is running out, and if the power of the Fount of Wizardry is bound by one of your rivals, not even the orb will protect you from their power.
I was just told that the orb would protect me from the power. Whatever. All that stands before me and between me and the end of this campaign is the final mission. And I'll get to it. I'll get to it eventually. Presumably next week. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.